Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly reading vlog. My name is Jamie and it is a Monday morning. I have spent the entire weekend helping my best friend move in. I have a new roommate now, so that's really fun. She's at work right now, but we spent the entire weekend like getting her stuff moved in. There is still so much to do around the house. It's crazy, like the house is so messy, but I feel like we're slowly chipping away at it. I feel like this week we are going to be spending a lot of time just like getting the house in order. There's so many empty boxes outside. There's so much random like house things just around scattered on the floor in boxes. So yeah, I feel like it is going to be a bit of a boring week in terms of getting all that sort of stuff done. But it is also a weekly reading vlog, so I am hoping to get some reading done this week for sure. I would love to read more than what I've picked out for my weekly TBR, but I'm really going to play it by ear, not put too much pressure on myself. I currently have these three books that I would love to get through. So first of all, we have Penance by Eliza Clark. This is my Patreon book club book, and I think we're doing our live show for this next week, so I would love to spend this week reading this. I read Boy Parts by Eliza Clark and absolutely, hello Zuko. I read Boy Parts by Eliza Clark and absolutely loved it, so I'm sure I will love this one just as much. I don't want to like cover his face, he looks so cute. But yeah, I'm sure I'll love this one as well. I know that this one is very different genre to Boy Parts, like, or it's still like contemporary, but it's very much kind of like chronicling a murder, like kind of inspired by true crime, but like it's fiction. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I have no idea what to expect, but I love Eliza Clark's writing style, so I'm hoping that it is fun, it is interesting, it's a page turner. But yeah, definitely want to do this one this week. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm in the middle of nothing at the moment. I finished a book last night and then that was the only book I was reading at the time, so this week I'm really starting fresh, like I'm not in the middle of anything, so that's kind of fun that I just get to start all new books this week. Anyway, the other book I want to read is The Family Game by Catherine Steedman. I am in a bit of a mystery thriller mood right now, so I would love to read this one because it's been on my TBR for a while. It has been on my radar for a while, and basically it's about this woman who like gets married to this guy and like joins this like rich family or something, but then there's like, I don't know, something a bit more sinister going on. I don't really know too much about it, but I'm excited to go on blind, and I feel like this one I'm going to be starting today. I'm really excited to read this one. I'm just in that mood. It's so cold now. It's like I swear to God, in the middle of winter already, even though it's technically still autumn in New Zealand. But I'm just in the mood to get cozy and read this once I've done all my tasks of like cleaning up the house and everything. I feel like this would be a really good way to start the week, or to start my reading week. And because I finished Throne of Glass pretty recently, I would love to continue my reread of the series and read Crown of Midnight, which is book 2 in the series. This is by Sarah J Maas. I really enjoyed my reread of book 1. I remember back in the day when I did read the series for the first time, or at least half of the series for the first time, this was one that I didn't like as much as the first book, but I'm excited because I know that a lot happens in this. Like there's a lot of twists and turns, and I don't remember that much about it, so I'm excited to dive back into it and like continue my reread. So yeah, I have a little bit of a YA fantasy moment to break up the mysteries and the murder. But yeah, these are my plans for this week. If I manage to read other things during this week as well, that'd be absolutely amazing. But for the most part, I just really don't have that many plans. It's just going to be helping my friend Lucy settle in to her new home, which is my home and Zuko's home, and then just like doing work stuff, really like getting on top of that sort of stuff. Yeah, kind of a boring week, but I'm hoping to get lots of reading done. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some fun plans together. I do want to film some videos today, but I think now I'm just going to focus on like getting some stuff in order, tidying the place. It's just a bit chaotic right now, and then I might film a video if I can. But yeah, that's the plan. And then I want to sit down and read The Family Game. I'm just in the mood for reading right now, so we're gonna see how we go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and let's spend the week together. I think Zuko just wanted to say hi. Oh, okay, not too crazy. What is it that you wanted to say? Totally. Okay, so I've been doing my cleaning around the house, and I found some books that were in a pile that I've been meaning to unhaul, and I haven't done an unhaul video because I mean there's not enough for me to do an unhaul video, but I don't want to just like get rid of them and not share, because I know people love unhaul videos. So I thought I would do a little mini unhaul right now on this vlog. I think what I'm going to do as well is, because I still have some other books that I've already filmed an unhaul for literally like nearly a year ago that are still sitting in my house, and I've just had no idea what to do with them. I might put them on Depop. I don't know, I might put them on Depop, so I might spend this afternoon just like taking some photos and putting them on Depop. I don't know. So I will link my account down below if you want to buy my secondhand books. If you're in New Zealand, I'm not going to be able to ship internationally. It'd be way too expensive, not even worth it. But if anyone lives in New Zealand right now and you want my secondhand books for like dirt cheap, I'm not going to list them for too expensive. Like I will list them dirt cheap. Then yeah, I'll link them down below. But anyway, let's go through these few books that I'm going to be unhauling. They're all books that I've read. I don't like getting rid of books that I haven't read yet. Like I like to give every single book on my TBR a chance unless I DNF it. So every single one of these books I've read and rated like not very high, or I've DNF'd. First we have To Hate Adam Connor by Ella Mays. This is the sequel to Love Jason Thorne, which is like, they're both kind of like famous, non-famous romance books. This one was Enemies to Lovers, and I just hated our main character so much. Like she was literally a stalker. Like she was so inappropriate, and I just felt like it just wasn't a good time, and it wasn't funny, and it was such a disappointment because I really loved To Love Jason Thorne. So unfortunately this one is got to be getting the boot. Was not a fan of this one. I'm also going to be getting rid of Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Shirley, which is a book that I read last year and I just found it to be really underdeveloped. It is a YA romance. It's a YA queer romance, which is why I picked it up, and I don't usually pick up YA romance. But I just felt like it was just a bit like, yeah, too young for me. And I just feel like really insta-love, and to the point where our just characters weren't developed enough to then all of a sudden be rooting for their like fake dating relationship. Like I just did not care about it. So even though the cover is so cute, this one is also not going to be staying on my shelves. I have The Magicians by Lev Grossman. I have owned this for so long, and I finally tried to read it last year, and I just ended up DNFing at maybe the 150 page mark. I just didn't care. And time moved really fast in this book that it was just hard to get your head wrapped around things, and probably just because there was like a lack of like good development and story progression. Like I just feel like the pacing was way off. And yeah, I also feel like our main character just like sexualized every woman he came across, and that just wasn't cute. So even though this has been described as like The Secret History meets like Harry Potter, it's a no. It's a no for me. So yeah, I won't be finishing this one, and I will be getting rid of it. This one is gonna be so controversial. I feel like people are gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna be unhauling Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett, just because I tried to read this earlier in the year and I just had to DNF. I just don't feel like I like fantasy like this. When I'm reading fantasy, I like it to be super plot heavy, and I feel like this just wasn't. I just don't really care about like the whole cozy fantasy genre. If I'm reading fantasy, I want it to be like epic rather than whimsical. I don't know, like I love a whimsical fantasy, but like there needs to be some stakes, and I feel like I got to maybe the page 100 mark and I just felt like really bored the entire time. So unfortunately I will be unhauling this one, but I do hope that it goes to a home where someone will love it. Oh, of course, I cannot wait to get this out of my possession. Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter, another romance that I just hated. I gave it 1 star. I felt like the main character was just awful, and also like it's a romance that very like heavily relied on deception. Like I feel like our characters were just like deceiving each other the whole time and lying to each other, and that's not cute to me. Like I don't like that. And our main character was just like so selfish, like one of the most selfish people I've ever read about. So that's another no from me. Guys, I really wanted to be one of those like hot Eve Babbitt's girlies, but I'm gonna be unhauling LA Woman by Eve Babbitt. I just didn't really fuck with the writing style. This is a short little one. I got through like maybe 20 pages of it, and I was like, I'm gonna soft DNF this, try it another time. And then since then I just have no desire to pick it up. So I'm like, you know what, I feel like the writing style is just not for me. I know that Eve Babbitt is one of the like hot girl authors. I think I'm destined to not be cool. I'm not a cool girl. I'm not. I like my romances, I like my mystery thrillers. I'm not a cool Eve Babbitt's girly. So I will be unhauling this one. I'm also going to be unhauling The Herd by Andrea Bartz. This was described as like a mystery thriller, murder mystery. One of the most boring books I've ever read in my life. I read this back in December, maybe even November actually, and I just could not stand it. Like 1 star. It was so dull. Like that is really all I can say for it. Like I feel like if you're doing a murder mystery, that's gonna be so exciting, but this one was just a slog to get through. So this one is, yeah, going up for sale. I'm not a fan. And then another book that I didn't finish but I DNF'd was Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. I just don't think me and Olivia Blake vibe at all. This was one of my Patreon book club books, and I just couldn't get behind it. I just feel like Olivia Blake is like all style and ideas and stuff, but really no substance. Like it's all quite nonsensical to me, in the sense that like I just feel like nothing is put together very well. So yeah, this one I thought was exciting because it was about like a vampire real estate agent, but it just ended up being nonsense. Like genuinely, it just felt like nonsense to me. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting rid of this one as well. So those are the books I'm going to be unhauling. That's my mini unhaul. Then I'm going to spend some time now just taking photos of them and listing them on Depop. I don't know how well books sell on Depop. I don't know. I thought I'd give it a go, and then if things don't sell within like a month, I'll just take them to a secondhand bookstore or something and just donate them. But yeah, I just need to get rid of them. I've had so many like books to unhaul like sitting in my house for so long that I need to get to it now. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna try and tidy as much as possible, but I really just want to read, honestly. I really want to read. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. But that was my unhaul. Okay, I feel like I have done so much cleaning admin work today. I'm so over it. I'm so tired. So I finally am sitting down to start reading. I'm in my Eras Tour merch. I'm gonna start the family game, especially because I do want to do a stream tonight, and I feel like if I just keep going crazy with all the admin stuff that I'm doing, I won't have the energy to stream. So I'm gonna have a reading moment now, and I'm excited. So we're starting with the family game, and Suko's just joined me. Hi, puppy. But yeah, let's start reading. Okay, hello. It is Tuesday night now. I'm so sorry I didn't vlog most of today. I've only just finished a Twitch stream. I'm about to like get ready for bed and do some reading. I haven't really done any reading today, unfortunately, but I did do a lot of reading last night, which I want to share. I had a really busy day today. I did a voice job. I've been looking after Zuko. I've just been doing like a lot of general admin tasks, which is just like quite boring, but who cares, because the books. So I started the family game and I made it to page 87, and I haven't even shared what this is about. Basically, we follow our main character Harriet, and she is a writer from England, but she's recently moved to America, to New York City, because she's fallen in love with this guy Edward, who is the son of like this really like one of the most powerful men in America. Like they're very rich. He's from a very rich family, and he's proposed to Harriet, but he's never like but Harriet's never met the family. And so when he proposes, he's like, I just want to warn you, like my family can be really intense. Anyway, she's been tricked into going to this like Thanksgiving dinner by like one of the family members, and she's meeting the family, and there just seems to be something a little sinister about them. So it is a mystery thriller. It isn't like super thrilling right now. Like it's not got me on the edge of my seat. Otherwise I would have read so much more of it by now, I think. But like I feel like it could be good. I'm excited to see the twists and turns. I think it might just be one of those books where it's like a bit of a slow start. Usually with like a mystery thriller read, like it's really fast paced, and like you're by page 87 you'd kind of like be in it by now, but I feel like I'm not quite in it yet, which is something that I felt with Catherine Steedman before, but it's going good so far. I'm gonna read more of it tonight for sure. But I actually also started a book on my Kindle as well. I don't know, I was feeling a Kindle read, and I started a book that I've had on my Kindle for ages called There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. It's a dark romance. I'm 25% of the way through. I read that quite fast. Like it was quite late at night and I wanted to stay up, and I wanted to like read basically the premise of this novel, the first quarter of this novel, and it is unhinged for sure. I wouldn't say it's good, but like it's entertaining. Basically we follow our two characters. One of them, oh, the female woman, I forgot her name. I think it's like Mel or something. And then we also follow Cole, and Cole is a famous artist, but he's also a serial killer, and he's now stalking Mel. But the thing is, there's another like artist who he has a rivalry with who's also a serial killer. Like I'm sorry, it's so stupid, but like the rival artist slash serial killer is like more evil. Like Cole is evil, but this guy is just more evil. So the juxtaposition, like in comparison, Cole seems like a good guy. I'm really not rooting for them. But the thing with like every dark romance, never once in my life am I gonna read them and be like, oh my god, so romantic, like dream boyfriend couple goals. No, it's certainly entertaining. It's really entertaining so far. I'm gonna need some dark romance recommendations because I have had such an interesting time with them. I've tried to read the Devil's Night series. I've read like 2.5 books in that series by Penelope Douglas, which is like one of the most famous dark romance series, I believe. Hated it. It was just too much for me. But then like I read Hooked last year. I have a video on it, which is the dark romance Peter Pan retelling, and I was like, kind of slay. So like I'm just gonna need some dark romance recommendations because I am enjoying this, but like it's fucking silly. It's so fucking silly, so absurd, so ridiculous, but like the drama, like it's juicy. Sometimes that's really all you need, isn't it? So yeah, that's basically my plan tonight. Is I'm gonna read more of one of these 2 books. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. I have a sweet treat which I stole from my parents. It was in the pantry and I was over there today, so I was like free reign. And yeah, I'm just gonna do some reading tonight, and I want to try get an early night. It's like 10:30. I want to try get an early night because I want to do some filming tomorrow. But yeah, also I mentioned that I was posting my books on Depop. Guys, a business is booming. Business is booming. It's selling like hotcakes. So, and I haven't even posted this video yet where I've like promoted the fact that I'm selling a bunch of my books on Depop. So sorry if all the books are sold by the time this gets posted. I mean, obviously business is going to be booming when I'm listing them for like $3 each, but honestly it feels good to like do some spring cleaning and get rid of some of these books. Okay, I'm gonna get ready for bed now. I probably won't update you on my reading again tonight. I'll probably just wait till tomorrow morning, but I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have a big filming day tomorrow and stuff like that. I feel like that'd be good, and we can hang out all day. Exciting. Good morning guys, it's Wednesday. I actually just finished filming my first video that I wanted to film today, so I'm feeling very good about that. Very accomplished. I filmed a little like special June TBR video, so that's really exciting. I don't really have any reading updates, to be honest. I didn't read as much as I would have liked last night, but I did have a Twitch stream planned tonight. I think I'm gonna reschedule it to tomorrow because I didn't have anything planned for tomorrow night. I might reschedule it to tomorrow so then I can do like way more reading tonight. I'm just in a really reading mood. I really want to finish The Family Game, and I want to read my Kindle book, and I want to finally start one of these 2 as well. Like, I don't know, I'm in a reading mood, and I think doing the like June TBR video that I did, like I picked some really good books, and now I'm just like really in a reading mood. Like, I'm so excited to just like keep reading. So I think that's probably gonna end up being my plan tonight, is just have a really big little reading day. My plan now is I'm gonna put my camera battery on charge for a bit because I have some other like big videos I want to film. Should I say what I want to film? Because I kind of want it to be a surprise. I don't know. Well, okay, I'll just say it. I want to film like a video where I talk about all the books that I've ever DNF'd, so you guys can let me know if I should if I should give them another go. I want to do like a really extensive Kindle tour, because I did like a tour of my Kindle like 2 years ago now, where I talked about how to get free ebooks, and I talked about every single book that was on my Kindle. For some reason that video like did numbers. Like, I didn't think that would be like super interesting, but I had a couple people like request like Kindle videos, and I was like, okay, I'll do like a random Kindle video. 2 years ago I did that. And why is it one of my most viewed videos ever? So I don't know, maybe people just really like Kindle videos. So that is on the cards to film. But yeah, that's my plan now. I need to post some more books on Depop. I'm gonna do that while my camera battery charges, and then if it's still charging, I'm gonna do some more reading of The Family Game, I think. I'm feeling really productive today, honestly. It's amazing. I'm feeling good. I'm also gonna get dressed as well, because I don't like doing, if I'm doing like a bulk filming day, fuck, this information is so boring. But no, it's not. No, it's not. I had someone comment recently being like, Jamie, I love hearing you talk about work. So this is for you. This is for you specifically. I was just gonna say, I don't like, when I'm doing a bulk filming day of like a lot of videos, like filming a lot of videos in bulk, I don't like wearing the same outfit. Like, I need to be in different outfits for each video. Otherwise it's like, I just feel like it's laziness. I need to be looking cute in something else. Anyway, yeah, really boring stuff, but I'm now going to do some more admin tasks, put my camera battery on charge, and get ready to film the next video. And I'm doing all of this so I can have a really cozy night tonight reading. Okay, so I'm just getting ready to take Zuko to the park now. I'm all done. He's being really annoying. I was trying to film a video earlier and it just wasn't happening, so, or he wasn't letting it happen, so I'm like, it's park time now. And I'm also going to take him with me to run some errands. I need to post some more books that I sold from Depop, and yeah, when I get back, I'm just so excited to just read. Like, this is the last thing that I need to do today. Like, these errands I need to run and taking for a walk is the last thing I need to do, and then I can just read. And I really want to finish The Family Game tonight. But yeah, I felt semi-productive today. I feel like I could have done more, but Zuko was very clingy today. He's not clingy every day. I feel like he's just clingy on the days where I'm like, I actually have a lot of things to do. Anyway, we're gonna go walk now, aren't we? You can't really see him, but he's looking up at me right now. Do you go for a walk? Okay, I'll see you guys when we get back and I can do some more reading. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning. just gotten back from walking Zuko. I have made a coffee, which I'm very excited to drink, and I have some reading updates for you. So I have made it to page 152 of the Family Game. It's okay, like it's okay. I don't really know where the story's going right now. It's not keeping me at the edge of my seat, like I said earlier. Like, it is what it is. It's kind of just like, yeah. I feel like it does have the potential to sweep me off my feet. I feel like once the twist comes, or once I find out more of like the family secrets and everything, and we get into this like game that's gonna happen, I feel like I could be like, okay, wow, wait, like really good at building tension. What, like a little slow build, love that. But like, I'm just not very tense right now about it. I don't know, like some secrets have come out and like, yeah, they're kind of juicy, but it's not like I'm sitting here like really itching to pick it up and like see what happens. But my plan for today is to sit on the couch and read this all day. I will probably do some editing later, but my first priority is finishing this book because I would love to, so I can start one of my other books. But also, I did get up to the 50% mark of There Are No Saints on my Kindle last night as well. So I did quite a bit of reading, just not of like all the same book. There Are No Saints, yeah, it's absurd. It's like very ridiculous, but I am enjoying it because it's so silly, I think, if that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like, I can't remember if I said this earlier in the vlog, but I just have found myself getting a little bit bored of a lot of the rom-coms, and I feel like what I've been enjoying with some of the dark romance that I like very rarely pick up. Okay, sorry, my dog just came over and just completely knocked my camera over. So sorry, I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, anyway, dark romance, the dark romance that I very rarely pick up, it's just giving something a little different. Like the plots really do kind of remind me of thrillers in a sense, and I've really been enjoying that aspect of them, the fact that they are like a bit darker and there seems to be a bit more of like plot twist and a bit twisty, and yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous. So they are really fun. Definitely not loving the characters, but like I don't really know if you're supposed to. I mean, I like our female main character. I think she's like really strong. I really like her. I think she's like a really great character. Yeah, the two rival serial killers, it's just funny, isn't it? It's just funny. So yeah, I'll probably read more of that a bit later tonight, but for the most part, I'm just gonna try and finish the Family Game today. So I'm gonna be, this is where I'm gonna be, on the couch with my coffee. It's a beautiful day, like it's still really cold, but like I've just been on a walk with Zuko and the heat has been on all day, so all morning. So I definitely feel warm with the door open, like a light breeze. I know I'll get cold in like 5 minutes, but yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be a nice day, and I'm gonna be cozy and read my book, do my editing that I need to do a bit later, and then I'm gonna do a Twitch stream later tonight. So another day of just like chill productivity. That's what we're gonna call it. Chill productivity, because I'm in my productivity era. Let's finish this book. I'll let you know when I'm finished it. Let's go. Okay, so I've literally hopped in bed. As I suspected, it did get freezing. Oh, I actually look disgusting, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you have to see me like this. Anyway, I have less than 100 pages left with the Family Game, so going really well. Really enjoying it now. Like, I feel like the climax of the novel, like the last act of the novel when it comes to a thriller, is always really entertaining. So I'm gonna finish that. I have made another coffee. I have a sweet treat, and I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna have a shower and edit. But like, we're going good. We're going good. I'm happy with how today is going. I'll let you know all my thoughts when I finish the book. It will probably take me like an hour, if that. See you soon. Hello guys, it is actually Saturday night. I'm so sorry I haven't vlogged for the past couple of days. I have had a really weird past couple of days, to be honest. I just have felt really miserable, really anxious, really not great. Really not great. And yeah, I feel like sometimes that's important to talk about because, as you all know, because I don't shut the fuck up about it, I, you know, gone through a breakup recently. It's not really that recent anymore. It was December last year. But, you know, I have gone through a breakup at least pretty recently when you think about like the gravity of the relationship and the breakup. And obviously that takes time to get over, and healing is really not a linear thing. And so like some days I'm like perfectly normal. It's as if, you know, nothing is wrong in my life, like everything's so fine. And then some days are just a bit more shit than others, and the past couple of days has been the latter, unfortunately. So yeah, can't explain it, but just trying my best. But yeah, I really haven't done anything the past couple of days, nothing really worth mentioning. But I do have reading updates for you. So I did finish The Family Game by Catherine Steedman. I ended up giving it 4 stars. So even though I wasn't like really into it at the beginning, I feel like the kind of climax and the plot twist and everything So good, so good. So like I feel like as a whole it actually ended up being a really good thriller, so definitely deserving of the 4 stars. I think it's one of those ones that like, even though I wasn't hooked at the beginning, like by the second half I definitely was like really invested, like edge of my seat, and I just feel like it was a really well done like Christmas thriller. I didn't realize Christmas was gonna be so heavily centered, and I feel like this is gonna be a really good book if anyone loves thrillers. I know that we get very much pushed all the Christmas romances to read during that time. If you're not a romance person but you do want to get in on like the Christmas fun, The Family Game I reckon is a really good one for like Christmas time. So if you haven't read this yet and you love thrillers, put this on your radar for December, because yeah, I really enjoyed it. I am like 80% of the way through There Are No Saints now, and I just have nothing else to add, to be honest. This is just stays equally as absurd, equally as silly, and I'm really enjoying it. Like I honestly don't even really know where the novel's gonna go now. Like I explained it, so my roommate and my best friend, I explained to her like, girl, I'm reading the most like unhinged like dark romance, and I was like explaining it to her, and as I was explaining it to her I was just cracking up, because I'm like, these 2 rival artists who are also serial killers, like what? It just is really absurd, but it won't take me long to finish. It's a book that I sped through, to be honest. It's really a fast read and really addicting, so it will definitely not be above a 3-star, but I am enjoying it. So I think what I'm going to do with my evening now is sit down and finish There Are No Saints, and then I don't know, I'm just really taking it easy tonight. I might watch a movie, I might read another book after this. I actually have picked out 4 books from my physical. Hi Zuko, do you want to be on camera? Do you want to be on camera? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, what was I saying? In my Taylor merch, my Eras Tour merch, gonna have a cozy night. I have picked out 4 books from my physical TBR that I could potentially read. I know that I still need to read Penance and Crown of Midnight, but because I'm going to be vlogging, like doing other vlogs that are more intensive for those books, I kind of just want to like have a night where I don't have to think about that sort of stuff. So I picked out 4 books that I could be in the mood for. Obviously I'm not going to read all 4 of these books at like 10:30 at night, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick. I'm going to finish There Are No Saints first on my Kindle, and I may just then get the sequel to There Are No Saints, because it is a duet. I may just get the sequel to that on Kindle Unlimited, like if I'm really in the mood, or I could pick one of these. So I picked out Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. I haven't really heard anything about this book or the series, don't know anything about it, but I read The Graham Effect recently and really enjoyed it, so I'm kind of like, this could be good vibes. I picked out Good Rich People by Eliza Jane Brazier, because one of my patrons actually read this because they saw I hauled it, and then they messaged me being like, Jamie, it's actually so good, like I know you own it because I got it because of you, you should give it a go. And my patrons always just like, whenever they recommend me a book, it always, like they know me, like it always eats. So this one I thought could be quite fun. It's another thriller about rich people, so really in theme with the other books that I've read recently. But yeah, I could read this one. I also picked out The Charm Offensive by Alison Cochrane because I love my reality dating shows, and this is a romance that is on the set of a reality dating show between a producer and one of the contestants, and it's a queer romance, and I just feel like that will bring me like all the positive vibes that I need. And then the other one I picked out is Gold by Raven Kennedy, and this is the 5th book in the Play to Prisoner series, which is a series I started reading last year and haven't like picked. I think the last time I read it was like maybe like October or September, but I also remember the cliffhanger from the previous book and it was fucking juicy, so I could read this one as well, because this is the second to last book. The final book in the series is coming out in a couple of months, I think, but it's like a romantasy series based on King Midas. And yeah, there's fae and magic and politics and war and all of this classic stuff, right? All of the stuff that you find in any romantasy book. But yeah, so these are my 4 options, as well as every other book on my physical TBR and on my Kindle, and the sequel to There Are No Saints, or a film that I don't know. I'm really just gonna play tonight by ear. I think I have to, considering how like shitty I've been feeling. So I'm just gonna do what I want. I'm just gonna do what I want tonight. But I'll try and keep you updated if I like, I don't know, if I feel like it. Like this is the first time I've felt like picking up the camera. Not because I don't want to talk to you. Like I do want to talk to you and I do want to vlog. But like I've just been feeling shit, and like, you know, I haven't been wearing makeup. I've just been like down in the dumps a bit. It's not that I haven't wanted to speak to you, it's like I don't want you guys to see me like this. That kind of vibe. If I'm still in a I feel like picking up the camera mood, I'll let you know what I'm doing, what I'm reading, how There Are No Saints goes. If not, I'll hopefully see you tomorrow because I want to try and vlog like way more tomorrow and have like a really cozy reading vlogging day for the final day of this weekly reading vlog. But we're gonna play it by ear. Love you guys. I'm gonna read now. Love you. Zuko, will you please allow me to sit in my spot where I sleep? Can I please get back into my spot, please? Thank you, please. Okay, good morning. It is Sunday. I did do a bit of reading last night, but I only really finished There Are No Saints, and then I was just really tired, so I went straight to bed. And then I've woken up this morning, I've had a shower, I feel like really refreshed, to be honest. Oh my god, There Are No Saints. I finished it. I ended up giving it 3 stars purely because of how wildly entertaining it was, not so much because of the like content of the novel. Like the content of the novel, like kind of ridiculous, kind of silly, but like I just had such a good time with it. Like it was exactly what I needed, just kind of mindless and ridiculous. Like I really enjoyed it, so I gave it 3 stars. And I did download the second book in the duet, which is There Is No Devil or something, I'm not quite sure, but I downloaded the second book in the duet to potentially read on my Kindle a bit later on. I feel like it was on Kindle Unlimited, so why not? Like I had a good time with it, I might as well, you know, continue the duet, especially because it kind of ended on like a bit of a cliffhanger. Like it's kind of like you read the first one and you kind of like are drawn to reading the second one. That's really exciting. But then this morning with my coffee, I decided to start Good Rich People by Eliza Jane Brazier. So this is the book out of the 4 that I selected that I decided on. I did only make it up to page 28, but so far I think this is going to be really fun. We basically follow our main character Lila, and she's married into this really rich family, but I'm pretty sure it's just her and her husband and then her mother-in-law. And basically they own this massive house in LA, and they like to play these games where they get in like a tenant to live in their house with them, and then they just like play games with them. However, the most recent time that happened, someone ended up dead, and basically now Lila has to prove herself by like recruiting a tenant and then playing games with them. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, I don't know, I think it's gonna be dual perspective. I've only had Lila's perspective so far, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get dual perspective from like the tenant that they get in. Yeah, I'm flicking through. We are going to get dual perspective, and I feel like maybe this tenant is actually going to like fight back in terms of the games. So we've got the really unreliable like evil narrator here, which I really like. I really like that perspective, but it'll be interesting to see if Lila is like intending to be evil, but then as the story progresses she starts to feel like a bit of actual human emotion and empathy. I'm not sure. It's a really funny writing style. Like literally Lila describing herself, like there was a sentence where she's like, I look in the mirror and I'm honestly scared of how beautiful I am. And I was like, oh, relatable Leo queen. Like, oh, it's just quite funny, like the voice that Lila has and the writing style, and I feel like it's just going to be a really addicting, fun read. So I do hope to read more of this today, but I do have kind of a packed day of plans for I have a busy Sunday. Me and my friend Lucy, my roommate Lucy as well, we are going to take Zuko for a walk around the park. It's a bit of a rainy day, so I'm going to put on something a bit warmer, but we're going to take Zuko for a walk around the park and then take him to the groomers and give him, they have like where you do it yourself, but it's at one of the pet stores. So we're going to give Zuko a big shower. He's going to hate it, but we have to warm him up first by taking him to the park. We'll let him get muddy because we're going to clean him, and then we're going to walk back, and then I'll have some downtime, and then I'm actually catching up with some friends in like the early evening, like 4 or 5, and then hopefully coming home to do a Twitch stream if it's not too late. If it is too late, I might give it a miss, but like I really want to do a Twitch stream because I didn't last night because of my anxiety and stress. So we'll just see how the day goes. I really want to read more of this today, but if I don't, it can be a read for next week and next week's weekly reading vlog. But yeah, we'll see how we go. But so far enjoying this one, definitely in theme and not dissimilar from The Family Game, which is what I read for most of this week. So yeah, excited to continue. But me and Luce are gonna leave now to take Zuko for his walk and to take him for his groom, and I will hopefully see you when I get back. Anyway, that's the plan. Love you guys. Hello my loves. Last night was so fun. It was really good to catch up with some friends. Honestly, I feel like I've been a bit lazy recently, and it was good to like leave the house and catch up with some friends. And my friend Yana, she recently got back from Sydney. She got me the cutest bookmark. while she was away. It's so freaking cute, and I cannot end this vlog without showing it to you. Look how beautiful this is. First of all, gold tassels. I love a bookmark with a tassel, as we know, but it's like this really kind of like thin metal. I don't even know if it's in focus right now. It's this really like thin metal, and it's so beautiful. This is probably the most gorgeous bookmark I own. I almost don't want to use it. Like, it's so pretty. So honestly, I was so like shocked when, but I mean, like, me and Yana are such like gift giving friends, but like I've never seen a more beautiful bookmark in my life. So Yana, if you're watching, thank you so much. I will use it, but I almost like don't want to because of how beautiful it is. And it's quite cute because I actually got her a bookmark when I was in Melbourne in February. So this Dungeons and Dragons one that I've been using, I got Yana the same bookmark in purple when I was in Melbourne. So honestly, I feel like maybe now it's just a tradition where wherever we go overseas, like whenever we go overseas, we always bring back like a bookmark for the other. It's so cute. Yana, if you're watching, I'm really happy to make that a little tradition for us. But anyway, it is the end of the week, so it is time for me to end the vlog. Before I do have a few more updates on Good Rich People. I'm now at page 127, and my interest in it is definitely like dying down a little bit. I think it's because now that we've had the introduction of Demi, who is like the other character we get the perspective of, she is such an interesting character. She is not what she seems at all. She's a woman who's like experienced homelessness, and now she's kind of like infiltrating like the rich people's lives, and I just find her perspective so much more interesting than Lila's. And I feel like we're getting too much of Lila's perspective when I want to be in the head of Demi. I want to see how she is like infiltrating this lifestyle, rather than Lila just being like, oh, I'm rich and sad. But I do find the discussion about classism so interesting and so necessary. I'm loving it. I'm loving the book. So yeah, probably won't be a 5-star, but I just want to see how it keeps going. Like, it's a pretty short book. It's only like 300 pages, so I'm nearly halfway through. But yeah, definitely keen to finish this one. You'll probably hear about it in my May wrap up, which might be my next video that I post. Not totally sure. We've only got a couple more days of May anyway, so yeah. Anyway, feeling good about this one. But yeah, that is the end of the vlog, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. I feel like this one was a bit of a random one, but we did manage to read some fun books. We did read The Family Game, which I ended up giving 4 stars. Really fun time. We read There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark, a fun little dark romance moment, which I ended up giving this book 3 stars. Really keen to start the sequel on my Kindle maybe tonight, I think. And then yeah, we also started Good Rich People by Eliza Jane Brazier. So we definitely didn't get through all of the books that I have put on my weekly TBR, but I'm hoping to get through those next week and, you know, have another fun weekly reading vlog for you. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. A cheeky reminder that all my socials are linked down below, as well as my Patreon. So if you do want more extra content from me every single month, all the details are on the page. But yeah, I love you all so much, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.